Hello and good morning, everyone. Today I am in the 2021 Audi Q5 and I am taking it for a quick drive. I want to show you guys a little bit around the car, inside the car, what it's like living with the newer Audis over the past couple of days, what I really like about it, and if I think it's a good buy compared to the Volkswagen Tiguan. My name's MJ. Thank you again for joining. Let's dive in. It's a really nice day out here today. A great day to have the Audi, the Quattro King, the Q5. The Audi has three offering segments. They have the Q3, which is the entry size, Q5, which is this one, and the Q7, which is the bigger family. This one is an all-wheel drive 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged vehicle that makes roughly 261 horsepower, 275 pound-feet of torque around there. If this one isn't powerful enough, they do offer the sports version, which is a trim up and about $10,000 more. That is a 3-liter that produces roughly about 346 horsepower, something around there, and a little bit more torque. Before this one here, it starts about $55,000 Canadian and $48,000 US, around there. One thing I've always liked about the Audi is the styling. Audi makes very nice, symmetrically good looking cars with the lights and the way it all just ties into this bubbly sort of look, as opposed to like BMW that makes very nice cut edges car. Audi makes everything really, symmetrical, good looking. I apologize, a little dirty. I've been driving it around. It's been taking the grunt of it, going a little bit off-roading. Again, at the back, you can tell very quickly from miles away that it is an Audi Q5. It has had small iterations over the past couple years, like the tail light up above or the reverse light at the bottom, and that light that runs through the strip onto the other side as well. In most cars, you get a lot of fake vents. In this one, they've closed those things off, so you don't get any fake vents at all. Down here, it's all closed off, all a clean, concise look. If you're wondering, the exhausts are buried down below over there, and on the other side as well, they are buried over there as well. You're not putting any fake vents to show some fake exhaust. And of course, you've got your Quattro badge to indicate it's a 4-wheel drive in Audi's heritage. Seats do fold down in a 60-40 split in case you needed to load the trunk. The trunk is about 26 cubic feet in diameter to hold anything, and with the seats down, it's about 53.5 cubic feet cargo space if you did fold the seats down. Last thing to point out here in the back is you do have USB connectors down there in case you needed to plug your phones, 12-volt adapter in case you needed to light a cigarette, and the climate controls, which is also a screen back here. I really like the interior. Everything is very Audi-esque, very VW-esque. If you've been in any newer VW products, you can tell very quickly where you are here. Everything is very similar. Starting with the first thing I noticed was the lock and unlock screens, which is very like the Passats and the Tiguans. It's all from the same playbook. The latches for opening the doors are very sturdy. I like how they feel. That I think is maybe a step up from the VW product, but everything, this is plastic. This is plastic, a little bit of leather here, but for the most part, some of these stuff are plastic, which I didn't anticipate would be plastic. The steering wheel is nice. That one is good. The clarity of the infotainment system I do like with Audi's famous infotainment system, the IMM system or something like that. You have a dynamic screen down here that helps you navigate where you're toggling the climate controls to, the speed of the fan, and the also dynamic visuals for your climate controls, how hot or cold you want it to be. The switches and blinkers on this end I think are also very VW-esque, not too special for the Audi. They do look like the VW platform, which this is based on. I can't stress that enough, but it's an overall nice place to be. Storage over there, storage over here, some storage over here, storage over here, and more storage over there. Now, if you don't want to use this as storage, you can take all my stuff out and it turns into a cup holder. Some storage over here where I have 2 bottles of water, and some storage over there as well. So tons of storage in the interior outside the glove compartment. The seats very Audi-esque, you know, nice. That's all I can say. If you overlook again some of the plastic bits in the interior, then it's a really nice interior. Yeah, I drive a few amount of cars and I still struggle with things like electronic steering that don't do very well to give you a precise point of where your tires are. You kind of have to feel around after driving for a bit. But besides the electronic steering, driving the car has been nice. The 8-speed automatic transmission that is mated with the 2-liter engine in this car is pretty good. You know, it picks up really well. It does well to keep the car well transitioned within the rev ranges. I like the paddle shifters. If there's anything I've taken out of this experience, is Audi does in fact VW does very good paddle shifters for their transmissions. This one, even in an SUV, can be very engaging, very nice to drive. So outside that, you have a fair bit of drive modes within the car. But again, the infotainment screen, very easy to use, very nice, very crisp. Audi has designed and upgraded its infotainment screen for many years now, so they've gotten a hang of the infotainment screen world, and they do it very well. But the reality of infotainment screens these days is no one really uses them. Everyone who gets into a car just plugs in their phone, uses Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, completely forgets about whatever gimmicks the infotainment system has, and every once in a while, maybe when it snows, changes the drive mode. But other than that, I'm pretty sure it's going to be kept in comfort mode all year round. Car drives really nice. You know, it's smooth. Again, I've talked about the transmission a lot. There's really nothing to it. It's not as quiet in here as you get in like super luxury cars, but quite enough. You know, it does well over bumps. A nice cruiser. Very not precise with the steering because it is an electric steering, so there is some drawback there, but it's a nice car, nice to drive around town, very peppy. And I do like, I've mentioned the paddle shifts that I've used for quite a bit. It is peppy, and yeah, great car. But yeah, that's it. That is it for the 2021 Audi Q5. I do like the car. It's very similar to the VW Tiguan. If you're not into, you know, names and brands and all that thing, the Tiguan does start at about $26,000 Canadian, while this is 55. A huge jump, depending on what you're looking for in the options. If you're not into the naming convention and all that, a Tiguan would be a good point for you to start looking at, because a lot of things here I'm sure will translate to over there as well. It does also have an all-wheel drive system. Check that out. Check this out. It's a great car. And again, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, my name is MJ. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.